John Lucas Ridley. I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio.
Election time is coming. If I was president, I'd get elected on Friday, assassinated on Saturday, buried on Sunday. If I was president, if I was president, a old man told me, instead of spending billions on the war, we can use some of that money in the ghetto. I know some so poor, when it rains, that's when they shower, screaming, fight the power. That's when the vulture devoured. If I was president, I'd get elected on Friday, assassinated on Saturday, buried on Sunday. If I was president, if I was president, if I was president, if I was president.
My mother was an alcoholic. Papa was a Rolling Stone. So I come from, to say a humble beginning is really, is putting it mildly. We did without a lot of stuff. We got talked about a lot. We got capped on. I couldn't, for the life of me, face life on life terms. I couldn't accept being poor. I couldn't accept being poor. I couldn't understand why these people could have something that we couldn't. I couldn't understand why we was on welfare. And I started stealing. My brother got shot down there by the police at the Imperial Lounge, and my mama died when I was 15. So as I grew older, I started thinking about the stuff I went through and the stuff that people are really going through today. And so I took a liking to the community. I started really, as I grew older, I started thinking about the stuff I went through and the stuff that people are really going through today. And I have a better understanding of it. But I don't like the way this community is being attacked, big business. Because they got all these boarded up homes and stuff, but when I was young, people lived in all these homes. It was a wonderful, thriving community at one time. And people did things, they went to jail. They didn't take you home and board it up. And then later on, make it a condominium. They just didn't do that, you know? The development is the big thing now. That's all they talk about over around now. My theory is, my belief system is that the city and had this vision, the big money industry, I say big money, had this vision about Cincinnati a long time ago when they started boarding up these houses. Because all the houses they boarded up, they also miraculously is using to redevelop the community, which was part of a larger plan from the beginning. It was never a plan to board them up and renovate them and rent them out to low-income families. That was never part of the plan. See, this is how I go, I'm telling you. At one time, nobody wanted to live up there or Over-the-Rhine. Everybody wanted to live in the suburbs. Okay, so they went suburban, they just left Over-the-Rhine. They pushed everybody out and put them in Over-the-Rhine, put them in Fairmount, put them wherever there was projects and subsidized housing and all. That's where they wanted them at. I'm talking about the inflation and crime. You don't have no job. The whole country is in trouble, you know? But the city itself, you don't have nothing to offer them, and so you lock them up. We lock them up as a form of housing. You know, we make them criminals because we don't have no other answers for them. So crime skyrocketed, but now they want downtown back. Now they want to be centrally located to us. They convenient where they walk down to the street to their nearest job. All the jobs and stuff, all the entrepreneurship and all the skills are located central in downtown Cincinnati. and they tired of having to drive too long. So they coming downtown. They're gonna move everybody. This thing to move everybody downtown.
Yeah, first they pushed you into Over-the-Rhine, now they're trying to push you back out of
Now they're
Over-the-Rhine.
pushing me back out of there Over-the-Rhine. Now, and they're doing it in a lot of different ways. And they say they're not doing it, but they build a condominium next to rundown buildings. And the rundown buildings, they're telling them, we're gonna buy your house too, we're gonna relocate you. You know, they said it, you know, and they said we're gonna relocate. A lot of people, they said that too, they didn't relocate. They hooked them up with these agencies that didn't have funds to relocate them, and they gave them the runaround for a long time. While meanwhile, they find a lot of women homeless. Women, children, single men, some of them wind up drug addicted, some of them, and it's been going on for quite a while. I keep hearing relocation. You're going to relocate them. What's wrong with where they at? That's where they. Why don't you relocate yourself when you move down here? You move next door to a shelter that's trying to help homeless people, and then now you want them to leave. It just don't make sense to me. What's that word they have where we can live together? We can have condominiums here and low income here.
Gentrification.
That might be it. That's the word. I don't think I don't think they're going to be able to do that. And I don't think they're going to be able to pull that off. Even though they're building, nobody's really living in the houses. And the people that live in them condoms are not trying to mix with the people that's from that's on a grant from who cost we think we're better than them. And eventually we're going to run them out. You know, they stereotype them. And then they look at them like, you coming in their backyard and you got the nerve to think that they don't deserve to be here. They've been here all their life. I just think they need, instead of trying to run them out of town, I think they need to try to build them up so they can better help the people. You know, when we throwing all this money around, throw something their way, you know, because the people's not going anywhere, and it's going to be really bad. Who speaks for the people that's homeless? Who speaks for the homeless? Where is the voice that someone said, hey, these people, all right, due to life circumstances, they're not able to do. Nobody's coming in to offer them jobs. Nobody's coming in to offer them help with housing. They got all these community action agencies that's not even funded. They're cutting funds, they're cutting the teachers' jobs. Everybody's getting, so where do they go in the shuffle of things? Where do the people that's really struggling just to live on a daily basis go? Who listens to the unheard cry of the homeless? And it's always been agencies like OTR, Community Action Agency, the Homeless Coalition. It's always been somebody there to really fight for their cause, but nobody that's in power hears it. You know, it falls on deaf ears.